Well, we said before, we don't have a dining room table
Yeah.
because he was climbing on top of it and jumping off, and we're trying to have a table.
We took the TV off the wall yesterday, off the mount.
Mm-hmm.
There was a goldfish sitting in one of the TV mounts, and you go, "How did this get here?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I have no idea."
I mean, it had to have been a day when he was throwing goldfish, but I'm like, holy crap.
But to get it that high and behind the TV, and it was sitting perfectly on the TV mount, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I sort of feel bad today. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
And we always say, so we celebrated a couple days ago.
Right.
Right? But then the day comes and you feel like, does that really still count?
I know.
But sorry, it is what it is.
It's fine.
We already celebrated.
We took the kids to lunch, and then me and you went to dinner.
Yeah.
And then today I'm making crab cakes.
Yeah. Which is really a birthday present for all of us, not so much you. Although you like making them, and you're great at it.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. It's fine.
So that'll be, we're going to do a beach walk today.
We're going to do a beach walk, and I'm getting a pedicure that I need.
Oh, well, then I take everything back. It does feel like a birthday then. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll feel like a birthday.
I mean, as you get older, it's different anyway, you know?
I did think this morning, actually it started last night, Cal, I thought, was on a mission to cancel your birthday. One of the kids told Melissa this morning, "Hi, Mom, happy birthday." And Cal stood up and he goes, "No birthday, no birthday." He hates birthdays. And it all has to do with the song.
I know. You never know how he's going to react. He used to like it. Now he doesn't like it. And if you do sing happy birthday, you have to sing it very soft.
Oh, my gosh. Very, very quietly. And he'll still cover his ears because he hates the song. But then afterwards, it's like clapping. The only thing he, I think, is okay with is blowing out the candles at the end. He likes to do that.
So for everyone in the house's birthday, you blow out your own candle, and then you have to relight it and let Cal blow it out.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
For every single person's birthday.
Every single person's birthday. It's a lot of fire going on in the house.
And
a lot of fire.
Well, luckily all of our kids are fine with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's all of a sudden their birthday, but then they have to share the candle with Cal.
Our week last week, I don't know. So like our refrigerator started leaking, our TV broke. Like we just had basically the TV itself turned into a radio. You could just hear it, but you couldn't watch anything. The screen was out.
Right.
So in the process of trying to get, this thing, like all this stuff delivered and everything like that. And yesterday, so the new TV comes, so we're taking the old one down, putting the new one up. And he just totally melted down. He hated seeing the old TV go. He hated seeing the new TV come up.
It ruined his night.
It ruined his night, in turn really kind of ruined everybody else's night, because we're trying to figure out, like, dude, what's like let's rewire this. What's like, how can we get back to where we need to go? And I'll tell you, last night was the first night, like he did this random screaming.
Yeah, he did.
It was a little strange. I was like, this is brand new.
I did not like that. And then he was just like, for, 12 hours, 24 hours, he was like, no sleep. And then this morning he's like, no school, no birthday. Like he was just angry.
Yeah, he was in the, like, he wanted to just kind of cancel everything that was going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know that he'd go to school this morning. But then you got him to school and you said it was great.
Yeah, I was scared for dropping him off, but he was fine. You just never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
so,
it was.
Hopefully he makes it an easy day.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go.
He has ABA 2 to 5. Tyler has jiu-jitsu.
My recommendation is that you really try to enjoy the moments before we have to go pick him up, because he looked like he was a little bit on the warpath today.
I know.
But, it could all change. He was doing a lot of testing this morning. He was really kind of testing us. I'll tell you who tested me yesterday was Best Buy. And, they give me this window, right? They're going to deliver the TV. Now, the windows are never 2 hours. They're 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Right.
Well, yesterday, Cal's ABA therapy started at 2. So I've got to have him in the car heading home by 1:40 to get back home, right?
Yeah.
1 o'clock comes. The TV has not been delivered. The window is over, and I haven't heard from Best Buy. Now, there's no number you can call. Like, you don't have the number for the delivery driver or the delivery center. They just,
right.
That's not how it works anymore. It's 1:30. I'm pulling into school. My phone rings. I'm like, and it's a Pennsylvania number. I'm like, hello? hey, we're on the way to your house. We'll be there in 10 minutes. Well, I had to go pick up my son. I'm sorry. I waited for you guys, for 6 hours because that was your window, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was like, so I have to pick up my kid from school. I was like, but I'll be home in 15, 20 minutes or just leave it on the front porch. Guy's like, yeah, no worries. We'll just leave it on the front porch. I'm like, I'll be home in a few minutes. No one's going to steal it.
Yeah.
Okay. I go get Cal. The teacher's walking him out. And, this is an early dismissal from the ASD classes for his autism program. So there's nobody else, just him and his teacher walking him out. Oh, no. No car, nothing like that. And then I remembered he was talking about getting a new TV and was somewhat excited about it a couple days before. I'm like, Cal, new TV is at home with Lolo, who's his therapist. Let's go. He goes, oh, new TV and Lolo.
That was a good move, by the way.
Well, I thought it was. So he gets right in the car, and I'm like, yes. Meanwhile, my phone's ringing, and it's some other number. Hello? Hey, this is so-and-so from Best Buy delivery department. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I just talked to the driver. She goes, yeah, you're not allowed to tell them to leave the TV at the front door. They can't do that. I'm like, well, I just said that was an option. I'm cool with it. And they said, okay. Yeah, you can't tell them to do that. I'm like, well, I actually can tell them to do it, or I didn't tell them. I asked them. I gave them an option, and they said yes. Yeah, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, can you get on with the call? I was like, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Cal's screaming, let's go.
Oh, my God.
She's like, well, they're there, and they're going to leave. I'm like, I am 10 minutes away, and you guys missed your window. Well, they can only stay for 15 minutes. I'm like, I will be home within 15 minutes, so please tell them to stay.
Yeah.
And then before she hangs up, she's like, yeah, we just cannot leave stuff on the front door. I'm like, yeah, you have made that clear. Thank you so much. I am on my way home. Goodbye.
Well, the ridiculous thing was you're like, you guys missed your window. It was 7 to 1. So you're gonna have to wait. And then she's like, no, sir. Actually, it was 9 to 1. It's like, it doesn't matter, lady.
Oh, that was she argued with me. She goes, sir, it's actually 9 to 1, not 7 to 1. And I'm like, okay, forget if it was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 12:59 to 1. You didn't come by 1. And she just totally ignored it, right?
Oh my gosh.
So meanwhile, I've got, Cal in the back screaming, let's go. Let's go. And so we get home, and the delivery guys were super nice guys. I get out of the car. They're undoing the box, pushing it up, I was like, hey, man, I'm sorry you guys had to hang. I was like, but, you weren't here by 1, and I got to pick up my son. He's got therapy coming. And they're like, and I said, by the way, the lady, the delivery center lady called and screamed at me. And the guy goes, oh, God, she just called and screamed at us, too. And I'm like, good grief. I was like, what's her deal? The guy rolled his eyes. He started laughing. He's like, man, I'm sorry you had to deal with her. I'm like, God, thanks.
Yeah.
So they leave, okay? And I said, okay, let's go inside. And he goes, no, new TV and Yo-Yo. He calls Lolo Yo-Yo, his therapist. And I said, yeah, Yo-Yo's coming. He goes, no, new TV and Yo-Yo. And I remembered I said, let's go home. We're going to see the new TV and Lolo.
Yeah.
He was expecting both to be there at the same time.
Oh, my gosh.
So we sat in the car for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Lolo pulls up. I actually did a video of us. It's on...
I saw it.
I think it's on our Facebook Reels. I'm not sure if it's on Instagram, but you can link to all that at DailyAutism.com and see the videos. We were just chilling in the car. He was in his car seat, and he's like, and halfway through, I was like, come on, let's go inside, and wait for Lolo. Nope, new TV and Lolo. Basically, he was saying, look, you threw the promise down. If I got in the car and came home, that I would have my new TV and Lolo.
Oh, my goodness.
So we're just sitting there. Man. Lolo pulls up, gets out of the car with a big smile on her face, and she's like, how long have you guys been sitting there? I was like, almost 20 minutes. And she's like, okay. And she comes up and she goes, Cal, let's go inside and start our day. And he goes, okay. I'm like, oh my God. It's like,
that's funny.
This is insane. But that's autism.
Yeah. When he has it in his head, that's what it is.
Well, and I screwed it up, but you can't think about these things in the heat of the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I wish my mind would have said, if you make this promise about the new TV and Lolo, and if it's not deliverable when you get home, he's going to hold that against you.
Right.
It's not even really holding it against me. He is going to stick to that expectation. I mean, you said it, and he's going to live by it.
You're right, though. It's hard in the moment, especially like you have this woman calling you. You have guys waiting at the house,
Oh, my God.
Like you're just.
And then I'm thinking to myself,
going on.
Here's what's going to happen. The guys, the Best Buy guys are going to leave, right? They're just going to say, screw this guy. They're going to leave. And then Lolo's going to show up and he's going to be like, no, Yo-Yo and new TV. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
You can't win.
Oh, I was like, I'm going to drop him off. Lolo will be here. I'm going to track down that Best Buy truck. Somewhere I'm going to find it and get our TV.
That's funny.
Oh, my God. What a day.
What a day.
What a day. And even at that said, I know that's not the worst day. It's just, in the heat of the moment, you're just like, you're a little frantic. You know what I mean? You're a little frantic.
I thought it was pretty funny when you told me that. I mean, not funny. I just think it's funny how he like connects that, like really takes what you're saying, It has to be TV and Lolo at the same time.
Yeah, he combined it. He paired it, and that's just but you have to do that. And I remember like when she got here, I went and I washed my face, like I was sweating a little bit, and I'm like, this is I've just earned a cold beer later in the day.
Yeah,
because of this, I have earned it. Earned it. I don't even want it. I earned it. It's earning those cold beers.
Yes, that's how it feels.
That is exactly how it feels. So then this morning he really didn't shake out of it. He was sort of still in that kind of pushy, testing.
Well, it's crazy when he's in these moods and he literally destroys stuff like over and over, but he's like he flips his body. He flips around. I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
Like twists and turns and moves fast.
Yeah.
He was getting inside the couch cushion yesterday.
Yeah, say goodbye to that couch.
He unzipped it. The zipper's broken. He's getting in the couch, and he thinks it's hilarious.
I know.
Yeah, we have to get rid of the couch, and somehow we're going to have to find a couch that everything is attached. He's destroyed this couch.
Yeah, but those are like commercial, like hotel couches. You know what I mean? And I hate those things. They're so uncomfortable, but it's definitely in our future.
It has to be
one
piece.
He has totally re-engineered our living room. I don't even know what it is. And last night, he got so mad at the TV, he started moving the whole living room around. He was carrying everything to the other side of the room. I actually thought it was pretty funny because he thought he was getting back at us.
He moved all his toys to a different area of the living room.
Yeah, and then kind of looked at us.
I don't know why.
Well, I think, I don't know either. My guess, right, because that's all we can do is guess,
right,
is, you guys want to change the TV? Go ahead. I'm going to change something. Now I'm going to change the rest of the room. So he literally was carrying everything over and then looking at us every time he would carry something. And he wanted us to react.
Which we're getting really good at not reacting.
We're getting really good. Mostly because we're just super exhausted.
Well, that was exhausting.
Yeah, I was
night.
like...
And the screaming thing, I don't know what that's about.
Oh, good Lord. If that doesn't become a thing, it would be so cool. If that was a one and done.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I mean, it was
He
loud.
was angry. Just wait till we get the new fridge tomorrow.
You know where we screwed up on the new fridge?
What?
We went from white to stainless steel.
Yeah, and he's going to notice.
He's going to notice because he's going to see his reflection.
Oh, gosh.
The stainless steel has like those blurred reflections. Now, he likes his reflection in the windows looking out at the pool.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's going to like it on the fridge. It's too late. I mean, I already looked to see if we could change the order, but we can't. We can, but it pushes it back like another 2 weeks.
Well.
I'll push it back if you want.
No, our fridge is leaking.
I know, but I'm just like, what's about to happen here?
Yeah. I don't know. That is exhausting.
Yeah, and the late night thing, it's like he's staying up later and later and later. This guy actually reached out to me. I got to call him back. They're developing these new beds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They're like a chamber.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
It is like a chamber.
Probably shouldn't say too much about it until I talk to this guy, but I'm really interested. I'm really fascinated by this. The autism and the sleep thing. I'm really fascinated.
He would love that.
Oh, my God. I would love it.
But you're right, though. Our living room, we have no pillows on our couch.
People who watch our reels and stuff on Facebook and Instagram must be like, oh, my God. Because we're like, oh, my God. I told Lolo yesterday, I was like, this is not, like, this is like version 2 of our life. Like, just the way everything looks. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. And it's not. I'm like, well, I mean, we got gates everywhere. We got locks on doors. I was like, I don't want you to think that, like, like, this isn't our style. And she's like, well, I know that. I'm like, okay.
We never even had baby gates with our other kids.
No, I'm like, this is, how would I describe this? Industrial. This
Oh
is
my gosh.
very industrial.
Well, it's for his safety.
It totally is. I mean, what else can we do?
I mean, especially even with the pillows, and he's trying to eat the fluff out of them. You know,
Yeah,
it just wasn't even worth having.
that couch is gone. It's good as gone.
I told you last night, I'm like,
Which sucks because I mean, couches are expensive. Like that couch is good as gone. He's already figured out how to crawl inside of it. I mean, I guess, and all the pillows have been destroyed, so it's almost like it's probably just time anyway. But that couch is done. That couch is going to last another month because now that he's figured out to get inside everything, I don't even know how he did that because that's a hard little zipper.
it's broken, and I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
They need like a furniture store just for special needs. Like,
Yes.
and you know, for stuff that like you can't crawl inside. That would be a good start. You know, this is furniture that your kid can't crawl inside of because he's figured out a way.
Well, and we said before, we don't have a dining room table
Yeah.
because he was climbing on top of it and jumping off, and you know,
We're
trying to have a table.
we took the TV off the wall yesterday, off the mount.
Mm-hmm.
There was a goldfish sitting in one of the TV mounts, and you go, "How did this get here?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I have no idea."
I mean, it had to have been a day when he was throwing goldfish, but I'm like, holy crap.
But to get it that high and behind the TV, and it was sitting perfectly on the TV mount, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, stories from yesterday.
Yep.
Those were stories from yesterday.
How far are we in?
16, but you want to do your beach walk.
Yes,
We don't
I
need to do 30, 35 minutes.
No.
If you want to do your beach walk.
I want to do my beach
I'm
walk.
excited about crab cakes.
Yes.
You were talking, yesterday we focused, I remember we got 10, 12 minutes in yesterday, and I was like, we're talking about autism parents and not autistic kids. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, sometimes that's the podcast. But like you're doubling down on like strength exercises now, like doing more strength, less cardio.
Oh, yeah, I'm sore.
This morning you woke up and you said, this is the sorest I've been in a long time.
A long time, but it feels good.
That does feel good when you get that workout and the next morning you're like, because you know you did it.
Yes.
You know your body's proving it to you, like, I did it.
Yeah, I was pushing hard yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were looking like you got something good in.
I'm going to do it again.
More strength today?
Yeah.
What's today? Upper, lower?
Well, I'm going to do that workout you did. Full body.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the beach walk.
Yep.
And then you can work out and then a pedicure. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Your last one in your 30s.
Yes.
You're almost halfway to 80.
Yep.
You hate this.
Maybe I'll make it that far.
Oh, I think you will.
All
We
right.
have to for Cal. We say it all the time. We have to for Cal.
No, we do for real.
All right, let's go. Let's beach walk time.